going, everyone? I don't know if it's gonna pick up, but I'm sitting right next to my aquarium, so if you hear like little trickles of water, I'm so sorry. This is the only place I can record. But anyways, welcome to another video. This, as you can see, is a speed paint, and it's a speed paint for the Deadly Cupcake Collective. That is run, if you don't know who we are, the Deadly Cupcake Collective. It is an artist collective here on YouTube that contains small channels, and it was created by the one and only Miss Venomous Cupcake here on YouTube, and includes members such as me, Nyrel Busby, Amanda Elise, and Lydia Chan 22. And so every so often we pick a theme and we illustrate it for you guys, whether it's a full-sized illustration or artist trading cards like we did last time for Valentine's Day. If you didn't see that, go and check it out. But our theme for this month is rant. So basically we could illustrate anything that we wanted to rant about, because I feel like that's who we are as artists. We put our feelings and our emotions into our art, and that's how we vent, and that's how we rant. So just interpretation of a rant or a feeling that someone may have through their artwork. So this was a really long process. It's been going on for a couple months because we've all been busy, and you know, it's been taking a while. So like my process of what I should rant about has changed a lot. Like when this first theme was first introduced, I wanted to rant about art history, most importantly Cubism, and how I think I just think Picasso is just so overrated, and people don't really realize how like sexist he was, and everything he stood for was very, I don't know, very hypocritical. He was a very big hypocrite in my eyes, and just to like see that his work all over the place and be praised for it, and like being all artists being, you know, compared to Picasso, is just like really makes me sick. But anyways, that is not what I was talking about. So my rant changed when I started to work at a factory for this summer. So this summer I'm doing like a summer internship at a factory just to earn, you know, some extra money. And I've never worked at a factory before, so that was nice. But it's not like anything like really hard labor. It's just painting and doing office work and stuff like that, just kind of like helping out around. And I have been seeing things that don't really, I guess, meet up with my expectations, I suppose. I kind of want to talk and rant about nature versus industrialization. Because ever since I started this summer internship and I've started driving, I have seen a lot of things that, you know, I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a very big lover of animals, any kind of bugs, and I just really love them all. And just to see them very scared and confused in a factory just kind of like hurts my heart. And so I just want to tell you a couple stories of what I've been finding. So as you know, sometimes we have to paint outside, we have to paint drains, and we have to paint, you know, railings and stuff like that. So and this paint that we use it's industrial paint, so it's supposed to last for a long time, and it's made of latex, so it's very sticky and really hard to get off. And sometimes when we paint, bugs will get stuck in the paint, and like you can see them like trying and struggling to get out. And you know, I try to help them, and they just end up dying anyway, because they are just like infected with the paint, just like from head to toe. And it just like really makes me kind of upset. And I remember this one time we were painting like a railing or like an edge or a ledge or something, and there was like an anthill like right next to it, and all these ants like started like panicking and like running around, and like I couldn't really do anything about it. I didn't have any tools to shove them to the side, so I basically had to paint over ants. and I just like felt so bad. It's like, we're not supposed to be doing this, we're not even supposed to be here. And they were just like trying to live in their environment, and we just like totally messed it up and whatever. So that's basically what I wanted to rant about. And since I have started driving, I have noticed a lot of roadkill on the road, and I don't know, ever since, you know, I've gotten in a car or whatever, even before I started driving as a kid, every time I see roadkill on the road, it just makes me so sad and so upset. You know, sometimes it's inevitable, you know, animals run across the road without you noticing, you don't have time to stop, you know, that's just an accident. But like when people like voluntarily try to hit the animals, that is just like, and like, you're probably like, oh, I don't think anybody does that. I know a lot of people that do that. Like, they have said it to my face, like, yeah, I like to run over the animals on the road. Like, are you kidding me? Like, that is just disgusting. And like the other day I saw, like, I've never seen a fox, like a real life fox in my life, and the first time I ever saw a fox was dead on the side of the road because it got run over. And that just, it's just heartbreaking. And not to mention that there's trash everywhere. There's trash everywhere. It's not not only in the factories, but like on the side of the road and stuff. It's just like so much trash. And you know what, I think I have a theory, especially when it comes to, you know, parking lots. Parking lots, there's like a ton of trash, and you know, people are like, how does it get here? I think I have a theory that, you know, when the wind blows, people open up their cars, and then there's the wind, and you know, stuff knocks out of their car, and then it gets picked up by the wind and then blown in one direction, and it just gets on the lawn and everything. And a lot of this stuff is not decomposable, so it just like sits there and just hinders nature's natural movement of growing plants and growing grass and stuff like that, growing flowers, and plus it just looks bad. It looks disgusting, and a lot of this stuff stays, and nobody ever picks it up until, I don't know, somebody important comes along, or like you need to impress somebody. Like, that's not really a good attitude to have when it comes to trash being on the side of the road or in your business. But basically my rant is, I feel like we're basically like invading their homes and like really taking their communities away. Like, how would you like it if a road was built right across your house, like right through your house? Like, nobody would like that. It would be such a nuisance, and plus it's extremely dangerous. And I just want to put a disclaimer out there, like, I'm a supporter of wildlife conservation and PETA and like whatnot, but I'm not a very active person in it. Like, I never really think about it that much. I'm usually like an active participant in other things, but I do support it. And to see what's happening around when you're basically the perpetrator and you're actively in it and you're adding to the problem, that's really eye-opening for me. It was really eye-opening, and it was really change-worthy as well. But I mean, I'm not gonna, you know, get up on my soapbox and be like, oh, industrialization is bad and it's ruining everything, nobody should drive cars, nobody should do this. It's like, obviously we need industrialization, we need a lot of things, and our society is so technically, I guess, supporting. We technically need industrialization now in order to advance as a society and advance our economy and keep our, you know, balance. But again, we do need industrialization, but then again, we also do need nature. And I feel like there needs to be a really nice blend, like a harmony, balance of everything. And, you know, I know like some people are saying, oh, it's like for population control, it's basically an indirect population control, like, and it goes kind of into the argument of like hunting versus, you know, hunting for sport. Obviously, I don't agree with killing for sport. I think that's just disgusting and it shouldn't be done. But I understand hunting if you need it for like meat or like clothes, not like, scratch that, not like clothes, like designer clothes. Like, if you are in the wilderness and you really need a fur coat, you get and make that fur coat. But I understand like the meat portion, I understand the food, you know, survival, or just to put something on the dinner, because like some people like deer meat. I don't know, I've never tried it, but obviously we're not supposed to be controlling that. I mean, we used to back in the day, and I still think we're still trying to do that, but again, the killing for sport has gotten a little bit out of control. And you know, some people might say, oh, they're supposed to be adapting to our environment, and if they're not, then there's something wrong. But I mean, see, our society is very technically savvy, so we are changing technology every day. Like, changes are happening every single day, every single hour, every single minute. So basically, we're getting like 4 to 3 changes in our factories and our companies and everything, businesses, every single day. And it takes nature to adapt like a huge, like hundreds and thousands of years to adapt to different environments. So if we're changing every day and they don't change until a few hundred years, they are never going to keep up to us. They are never going to get into the same balance as we can. And you know, and then some people may say, oh, it's survival of the fittest, it's the circle of life, just kind of deal with it, just let nature take its course. But obviously this is not nature's course, okay? Nature did not build these buildings. Nature did not, you know, make us build these buildings or these factories or this industrialization. That was all us. And it's not our job to control the environment. That is not our purpose, and that is not our job. Our job is to be one with the environment. We are a part of the environment, and so we also need to take care of it as well. So obviously I can't do anything about industrialization and technology. That is out of my realm. It's run by very big companies, and I can't really do anything about it. I have no control over that, but what we can do is do simple things, like help out simple ways. Like, don't be pouring chemicals in river drains or drains you don't know where they lead to. You know, take the time to take an animal to an animal hospital if it's lost or if it's hurt, and slow down with animals across the road. Obviously that can be inevitable sometimes, but if you can help, you know, slow down, stop, whatever. You know, pick up trash wherever you see, you know, stuff like that. Just very simple. And if like everybody does that, then, you know, everybody will, you know, it'll get better. So as you can see, after my long ass rant, as you can see, I am making, I guess like a glitch gif of Mother Nature and, I guess like a biohazard hazmat guy. So the Mother Nature is kind of holding the bird very crescently and kind of looking at it and being like, oh, and she's all dressed up in green and leaves and whatever. And then it kind of glitches over to the guy with the dead bird in his hands, and he's got a gas mask and hazmat suit on. And I was debating about the color for the hazmat guy. I thought the thing first that came to mind was black, because, you know, black equals bad, you know, whatever, or like tar or something. But then I was thinking of more like a yellow, like a really yucky mustard yellow, because yellow, if you know about what is it called? Semonics. If you know about semonics or whatever, you know that in our society we associate the color yellow with caution or poison or anything that is a danger, like the yellow triangle symbol, you know, that means beware or caution, the caution yellow tape, you know, stuff like that. And like, I feel like yellow is the most, I guess, unnatural color in nature. Like, usually when you see yellow on animals, especially like reptiles and snakes and amphibians, it usually means danger, you know, stay away. They're usually poisonous, venomous, what have you. So that's basically my thing for this. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really a cool idea, and I really wanted to do the glitch idea as well, as you see, you know, how fast things are changing. And again, with my supporting of wildlife conservation, I really want to do something special for this piece. So I decided to put these 2 pieces on my store, and if you do order them, you will get both pieces, like, don't worry about it. But when you buy them, all the proceeds will go to the Wildlife Conservation Society, and their motto is saving wildlife and wild places. They sponsor a lot of zoos. I think they also sponsor like the Minneapolis and Indianapolis Zoo, both of which I've been to, and they really do work with big companies to preserve wildlife conservation and make sure that companies don't build where wildlife is thriving. So I think that's a good charity and society to contribute to. So if you would like to, please go to my store and purchase, you know, those prints, so your donation can be added to wildlife conservation. And obviously there are more members who are going to be ranting about other things, so I will leave their contacts in the description below so you can all go check them out. And I will see you guys on the next video of whatever I make. I love you guys so much, and thank you for sticking me through this rant. It's been crazy week. Okay, love you guys.